Hello friends, it's Rene here and welcome to another Friday Pick a Card bundle. Today I've got 3 piles for you to choose from again, and I have kept it simple, and we've got 1 tarot deck and 1 oracle deck that we're going to be working with, and then added to that I'm going to be drawing some bottle tops. So this week I created another divination system using craft bottle tops. So they're not actual bottle tops, they're craft bottle tops that I have glued in images and glued in pictures to, and obviously each picture has an interpretation. So I will be adding some of those to the readings today as well. So this bottle top system of mine, it's almost like reading the charms or any of the other fancy things that I play with. So it's just a new tool that we can use. And as far as the crystals go in the background, we have majority amethyst today, having an amethyst feel. I do have some blue calcite happening on the corner here as well, but I've got an amethyst ball, an amethyst, I think it's called a dragon's tooth, an amethyst, and an amethyst cluster. So we've got amethyst everywhere today, which is awesome. And in case you didn't notice, purple is my favorite color. I promise you, this writing in front here is purple. I know it looks blue on the screen, but really it's purple. So friends, let's get ready to choose whether bundle 1, bundle 2, or bundle 3 has the message that you need today. So close your eyes and take a deep breath. Exhale out all your stresses and worries. Exhale out all your concerns and all your stresses, all your aches and pains and all those kind of things. So just on every inhale, breathing in clear, pure white light, and on every exhale, all your worries, cares, concerns, and pains. And when you are feeling calm, when you are feeling centered, when you are feeling relaxed, you can choose which of the 3 bundles is the bundle that has the message that you need to hear today. As always, in the comments box below, or in the description box below, I should say, you will see the different timestamps that will take you to the individual piles directly. So you can just fast forward to that section. I hope you have an amazing day, and I hope your message today is an inspiring one that guides, helps, and assists you through life's journeys. With love and blessings, we'll see you there. So welcome to those of you who chose bundle 1 as the bundle that has the message you need to hear today. All I've done is laid the cards out. I haven't peeked at them, I haven't looked at them, and we'll see what the cards have for us today. So in case you didn't watch the introduction, you may be wondering which cards I am using today. So I am using the Tea Leaf Fortune Oracle card. So we've got 2 from there. And then these are the amazing, phenomenal, beautiful True Black Tarot that I use. Oh, and as you can see, it is completely black. This isn't printing, this is like an embossing. So it catches the light as you tilt it and turn it. You can see it's on the cards as well. It is just a phenomenal, phenomenal deck. One of my absolute favorites. Right, so let's have a look and see what the message is. We're going to start with the tea leaf. We're going to flip them over and have a look, and then we'll go on to the tarot. And then, of course, we're going to have a look at a new system that I have created this week as well. Right, so always a problem for me to pick up the cards. The first card we have is Fly. And Fly is telling you a period of ill health and depression. Oh, interesting. Let's see where that takes us. So just completely off the bat and right at the beginning, this is not saying that there is definitely going to be a period of ill health or depression, but it may be a warning. It may be a warning saying we need to be more mindful of where we are, what all of those kind of things to prevent that from happening. You all know what it's like, especially those of you here in South Africa. In summer, we have flies. And if you're sitting and having a meal with your family outdoors, the flies are going to come. And what do? We just shoo them away, okay? And no harm, no foul. When you shoo the fly away, the fly goes and everybody's happy. So I'm going to say that that's exactly what this is telling you. It's telling you that maybe we'll have more information here, but I think the fly is telling you that we need to be cautious of ill health and depression. Let's have a look. Okay, yes, you see. I get so excited when these cards all make total sense. So you got shield, and the shield that says you need to defend yourself. So That's exactly what the message is today. So there is an opportunity, a chance, a likelihood of some kind of ill health, depression. Maybe you're just starting to feel a little bit overwhelmed with life. Maybe everything's just starting to get a little bit too much for you. You need to defend yourself, okay? To prevent that from happening, you need to defend yourself. Oh, I love that. That is actually so awesome. Right, I'm just going to move them up the way so that we can have a look at the true black. So we're going to have a look at the true black one at a time, okay? And to see how its message relates to what we have happening over there. Okay, so we're carrying on in the same kind of vein, all right? So what we have here is the Nine of Swords. And I mean, as you can see here, we have a bunny that has been completely pierced on a sword upside down. And there are plenty of swords in the background. But then we've got these beautiful, I'm going to call them rose petals, okay? But I think they're supposed to be indicative of blood. But to me, they look like beautiful rose petals. So how do we interpret this card? What is the story of this card? What is the message here? Remembering we've got to tie it back to what we have there. And it's telling you that you are feeling like it's the end of the road. You are feeling like, I don't know if I can carry on anymore. I'm just going to lie on the sword and die. Okay. But the truth of the matter is, if you can see all these other swords in the background, they are not there. And especially when we see this light illumination here at the bottom of the card, they are not there to hurt you. They are not there to stab you. They are not there to injure you in any way. What they are there for is to protect you. And that is why the rabbit, which represents you in this instance, so we've got flies, we've got rabbits, the rabbit has decided, has taken it upon himself to jump on the sword, if I can put it that way. But instead of dying, instead of having blood popping everywhere, we now have the beautiful rose petals, okay? So even though you do feel as if it is just the end of the road, even though you do feel as if you just can't do this anymore, you don't want to do this anymore, it's not the end of the road. And don't give in. And I think that's exactly what we're saying here is, yes, there is an opportunity for ill health, depression, for negativity. You need to defend yourself. You are protected. You are defended by those other swords. Let's see what this one has to say. Oh, wow. Okay. I want to just tilt it so that you can read the writing here across the bottom. There we go. The Magician. All right. So the true black has given you the Magician. The Magician is just it's one of my favorite cards within the tarot system. But the Magician is basically saying to you that you have everything at your disposal. You have everything that you need to achieve the outcome that you desire. So, do you desire death? If so, you have what you need. Do you desire ill health? You have what you need. But you also have the defense system to prevent whatever you don't want, because the Magician is telling you that you have everything you need to create the outcome you desire. So if we look at this, yes, you are probably heading down, looking at these two, you are probably heading down a road of tragedy. You are probably feeling overwhelmed, burdened, stressed, worried. Your anxiety levels may be through the roof. There may be all of those kind of things happening. Okay, but you have the shield. You can defend yourself. You actually need to defend yourself. And you have everything else that you need. You can perform a miracle, because that's what a magician does. He performs the impossible. He performs a miracle. And you have that ability as well. So, right. That is actually a really awesome message. So friends, this is, in case you didn't watch the introduction, this is now a new system I developed this week. It was something that I saw in one of the workshops and classes that I took, where they take bottle tops, and these are craft bottle tops, and we stick images on, or words, or whatever you need, and these images and words have meaning, so we can use them for divination. So I have created myself a set or a system, and oh gosh, I can't remember, but I think there's 56 tokens in here, 56 bottle tops in here. So I'm going to give them a shuffle, and I'm going to grab a couple to add to this message for a little bit of extra. Okay, so excuse the noise, it is going to be a bit noisy while I give them a shuffle. And I'm grabbing, I don't know how many did I grab. Oh, those two are together. Okay, so let's have a look and see what we have. Gosh, I can't even see what my own symbol is. We have a harp. We have a soldier. And we have a little boat. lady traveling in a little boat. Okay, so if you have a look at these, so the harp is talking about melodious music, tranquil music, peace, calm, happiness, all of those kind of emotions. Okay, so maybe it's saying to you that you need a little bit of fun, you need a little bit of okay, you need a little bit of tranquility, you need a little bit of fun, you need a little bit of letting go. The soldier is telling you that there are just some things in life that you have to do. You know, soldiers don't get choice. Soldiers, you know, they're not asked, where would you like to go and march? Where would you like to go and fight the war? They're told, go there and do that. And they go, yes, sir, and they do the work. The soldier doesn't get to question. He doesn't get to have an opinion, okay? Sometimes we just have to go through. So I'm going to bring it back to these two cards. And we're going to say that, you know what? Yes, you are feeling overwhelmed. Yes, you need a holiday. Yes, you need a little bit of tranquility, peace, and happiness. But we have to actually just go through the motions, okay? We have to put the shield up. We have to do whatever. Sometimes we have to deal with the ugly in life. Sometimes we have to shoo the fly away, all right? Sometimes we just have to go through the motions. That is exactly what the soldier is saying. And here with the little boat, the lady traveling in the canoe, you know, she's peaceful, she's tranquil, she's calm, she's got an abundance in her little boat. She's got food and flowers. I know it's difficult to see because it is so tiny, but the yellow that you see there is all her food and her flowers and all her beautiful things. The waters are calm, the waters are still, and she's just gradually going through the motions and rowing in her little boat, heading to her destination. But she has a destination. And I think that's exactly what the magician is saying. So I'm going to stick her there by the magician. I'm going to stick that one there by the shield. And I'm going to leave this one by those two. Okay. So it's telling you that you need to look after yourself. You need to take a little bit of time out for a little bit of R&R. You have to fight the battle. You have to fight the struggle. You have to go through the motions, okay? You know, we can't have life just with good. There's always a balance between good and bad. And sometimes bad stuff happens. You know, sometimes we have difficulties. Sometimes we have challenges. But we have to just use our hand and shoo the fly away, okay? You're not allowed to give up because that's what a soldier never does. A soldier never gives up. You're not allowed to give up either. And over here with the magician, remember the magician is telling you that you have the ability to create anything. You need to have a purpose. You need to have a direction. You need to know where you're heading. Okay? And if you don't know where you're heading downstream. Downstream is a destination. You don't know what is downstream, but downstream is a destination. So, friends, those of you who chose bundle number 1, I do hope that there was something in that message that resonates with you. I do hope that there was something in that message that speaks home and guides and assists and just brings you a little bit of happiness, a little bit of prosperity, and a little bit of knowing where to next. Until next week, Friday, with love and blessings. Take care. Hello friends, and welcome to those of you who chose bundle 2 as the bundle that has the message that you need to hear today. I have laid out the cards without turning them over and peering, and just in case you didn't watch the introduction, just to show you what we are going to be working with today. We've got 2 cards from the Tea Leaf Fortune Oracle, and we've got 2 cards from the True Black Tarot. I just have to show you here. So the True Black Tarot is just, it's one of it's the most expensive deck I have, and it's just my favorite deck. It is just phenomenal. So this is not printing on the box. This is actually like an embossing, and it catches the light. I just want to see if I can show you there how it catches the light, but actually there's no printing on it at all. It is just the most amazing deck ever, and you can see the back of the cards over there. And then added to that, I've got another little something that I'm going to add on to the end. So once we've looked at the 2 oracles and once we've looked at the 2 tarot, I will bring in another interesting method of divination. All right, so let's not waffle on any longer. Let's turn the cards over and see what we have. Oh, lovely. So our very first one we have is flowers, and the little message at the bottom here says happiness. How beautiful is that? There's actually not much more that I can add to that at this stage until we have a little bit more information, but that is such a good start. And let's see where the happiness is going to be and what kind of happiness we're going to experience. So here we've got dolphin. It says financial gain usually coming from something you did in the past. Oh, how fabulous is that? So there is happiness coming your way from something you did in the past. So maybe it's a past project or something that you've been saving towards or something that you've done in the past that's now going to come through for you, that's going to bring you happiness. That is stunning. Right, I'm almost going to say that I'm going to choose pile 2 because I want a little bit of this happiness myself. Let's see how the tarot confirms that. Oh, look at that. Okay, so here we have the 7 of Cups. And the 7 of Cups, so we have a castle, we have this beautiful kind of smoke happening here. We have got 7 cups all over the place, and each cup contains a different element. Each cup, we've got butterflies, we've got birds. I think that is a snake or an eel or something like that. We've got a goldfish, we've got a lizard, we've got a mouse, and we've got the smoke element coming through. So we have got all aspects of air, earth, water, fire, all happening here in the card. And that's exactly what the 7 of Cups is telling you. The 7 of Cups is telling you that you've got options, that you've got choices, and each cup represents a choice, okay? So each of the 7 cups that are on here is a choice that you have. And the message of the card is pick one, okay? You know, sometimes we can get quite overwhelmed with choices. Sometimes in life we can get quite overwhelmed with, you know, when it's like pick that, or that. We're like, oh my gosh, which one? What if I picked the wrong one? And that's what the 7 of Cups is telling you. It's telling you that you may be feeling a little bit overwhelmed by the options and the choices that are here, but it's okay. Not picking one, not picking an option is the mistake, okay? So if people say, how do I know if I'm going to pick the right one? Any one is the right one, except not picking one. So there is happiness and success for you. There is financial gain from something you've done in the past, but you have to make a choice. You have to make a decision of what is available in front of you right now. Let's have a look and see what this one has to say. Okay, so here we have the 5 of Pentacles, okay, which is typically known as the poverty card. So it's quite interesting because here it's telling us financial gain, and this one is telling us financial loss. So the poverty card, if we have a look, so we have a bag that was holding our coins. The bag has torn, the bag has perished, the bag has fallen apart, and all our money is falling out. All our money is cracked and it's broken and it is shattering. Okay, so how do we interpret all of this now? I'm going to say to you that the happiness is there for you. You've worked hard. You've put all the effort into. You're now at a point where you have to make a decision. It's telling you that if you don't make a decision, you're going to lose the financial gain. Okay, so it's not saying that there is going to be loss. It's not saying that there is going to be, you know, lack. It's telling you that if you don't make the decision that needs to be made, if you don't make the choice that needs to be made, if you don't pick something that is around you at the moment, that is when you're going to lose out. Okay, so added to that now, what we're going to be doing is I this week made myself a new divination system. Okay, just trying to see if you can see inside there. It is basically bottle caps, okay, craft bottle caps with images stuck on them, and the images represent something. So it's like my charm set, and it's like tarot, and it's like so many other things that we can do. It's just a new divination system that we can use to get additional messages. So to carry on with this concept, or to carry on with this thought, I'm going to grab us a couple of these just to give us added message. So it is a little bit noisy while I stick my hand in and shuffle. So bear with the noise for a minute. Giving them a good old shuffle. And I'm trying to grab 2. And I think I have 2. Oops, they're on top of each other. Okay. Oh, look at that. We've got the 2 animals coming through. All right. So here we have is the heron. I know it is, the images are tiny, so it's difficult to see on camera, but that is the heron, and there we have the deer. So the heron is basically saying to you, like, if you look what it's doing, the heron's not aware of what's going on around it. The heron is more focused on where the food is. Head down. I'm focusing on the food. This is all I'm worried about is I'm going to eat. I'm not going to look at anything else. I'm not aware of what's happening around me. And the deer is always the message of, you know, you don't see the deer until it jumps in front of you. You know, you hear that sound about a deer in the headlights, that kind of phrasing. So what we have here, both of these are distracted. Both of these are not really paying attention to where they're going, what they're doing, why they're doing, how they're doing, and all of those. Okay, so it's quite an interesting kind of message. And again, I think if I bring it back to here, there is happiness. Okay, you are happy, you are content, you are living a good life. There are so many opportunities around you. Okay, you've been working so hard on something, and it is time that that come to fruition. It is time that you get the benefits and the gain, whether it be financial, emotional, mental, whatever it may be, of whatever you've been working in the past. So we've got the bird here, we've got the dolphin, and we've got the heron, and we've got the deer. You have options and choices. I keep coming back to this one because I think it is the most powerful card that we have here. You have options and choices. And I know it may be a bit overwhelming. So sometimes we know we've got choices, we know we've got options, but we're just going to keep going with what we're doing. We're going to keep focusing on the work that we've been doing for so long. We are just going to keep going on our journey and hopping along, running along, doing whatever without actually picking a choice. And that is the error, and that is the mistake, which could lead to us missing the opportunity and losing the opportunities that are coming. I can't leave it on a negative note. I need a positive. So let's see what I'm getting. Right, so again, I know it's difficult to see. Oh gosh, I got 4. Can you see that? There are 4 of them. Right, so let's put those 2 out of the way. You can still see them there. All right, I'm going to push these up and let's see. Right, so the first one we have is the watermelon. Watermelon, I always associate watermelon with fun times with family in the summer. You know, times by the swimming pool, everybody eating watermelon, because you have to eat it outside because it's so messy, which is quite awesome. Here we have our little entertainer. Okay, so this is our little entertainer guy. This is the guy who stands on the side of the road and entertains everybody, and everybody just sort of walks past and sometimes put money in his bag and sometimes you don't. We have the frog. Okay, and the frog is all about leaping to opportunities, jumping to things that you want. And then we have the pine tree as well. So let's put them down and let's get an interpretation for you. So the melon, or the watermelon, that we have over here is happiness. Okay, I'm going to associate it there. I'm going to say that it is happiness with family. It is good times with family. It is enjoying the moment. And I think that's what those 2 are doing as well, is they're not really worried about consequences. They're just enjoying the moment. And it's quite appropriate that I've stuck them over there by this situation over here. Here we have the entertainer. The entertainer is somebody who just goes about life again, doing what he's doing, hoping for a positive outcome. So he stands on the side of the road and he entertains everybody. And he's got his little basket or his bucket or his bag in front of him, and he's hoping that people are going to throw coins in his bag. And if people do, he's really grateful, he's really happy. And if people don't, he just carries on anyway. Okay, if people don't put money in, he doesn't stop singing, he doesn't stop dancing, he doesn't stop performing, he carries on anyway. So I think that's, I'm going to attach it here by the choices card, because you know he has choice, but he's just not making a choice, he's just carrying on regardless. So here we have the frog. The frog, you know, I know when we hear a frog in the middle of the night and they're just croaking and croaking all night long, it can be irritating and annoying, but he's basically telling you jump to action. Okay, so I'm going to put him by the choices again, because there's choices to be made and you need to jump to it. You need to pick one. And then we have our tree. And again, I'm going to attach that here. I'm going to attach that here to the happiness, because the tree is spending time outdoors, enjoying nature, enjoying the moment. You know, you don't go outdoors to think about tomorrow or next week or next year. You go outdoors to spend time with loved ones and to enjoy the moment now. So friends, there is happiness, there is joy, there is success around you. Don't be too focused on what you're doing at this moment. We need to make a choice for the future. We need to understand what we're doing for the future. We need to make those decisions so that we don't lose what we have in front of us. Keep going and make that decision. So with lots of love and blessings to each one of you, I do hope that there was something in there that you resonate with. I do hope that there was something in there that talks to you and gives you the guidance, help, and assistance that you need right now. With love and blessings, until next week. Bye-bye. Hello friends, and welcome to those of you who have chosen bundle 3 as the bundle that has the message that you need to hear today. So all I've done is laid out the cards in front of us. I haven't actually turned them over or looked at them, and in case you didn't watch the intro and you're not sure which bundle or which cards we're using today, these two over here are from the tea leaf fortune cards, and there's 2 of those that we're going to be looking at today. And then over here I have the amazing and the awesome True Black Tarot, and just to show you the box, everything is completely black. This is not printing on here, this is embossing that catches the light, as you can see, and in the dark you don't see anything at all, but as soon as it catches the light you can see it, and they are just amazing. So we've got 2 cards from the True Black Tarot, 2 cards from the Tea Leaf Fortune cards, and then once we've had a look at those 4, I'm going to bring out another new system that I have developed this week. So let's get straight into it and see what we have. So our first card from the Tea Leaf Fortune cards, we have Target, and the target is telling you a goal-oriented person. Okay, so clearly you are a goal-oriented person, or you are working on something or towards something at the moment. You have a purpose, you have a direction, there is something that you are working on at the moment or working towards, and attached to that we have box. And box is saying that you will receive a gift. Okay, so it's telling you that whatever the goal is that you're working towards, whatever it is that you are doing, there's going to be a gift, there's going to be some kind of success for you in that, which is really lovely. Let's get some more clarity here using the tarot. Okay, so here we have is the Ace of Pentacles. All right, so the Ace of Pentacles, Pentacles generally refers to our money. It refers to how we earn our money and our material possessions. Okay, so it's got to do with all our stuff. So the Ace of Pentacles is saying to you that you've got new ideas, you've got new adventures or or avenues to generate income. There's a new income stream, income source that's coming through for you. So let's bring it back to the goal. You obviously have a goal, and the goal is to earn some money. There's obviously a new way, a new idea, a new concept, a new opportunity around you that's going to be like a gift. So somebody's going to bring a gift that's going to give you the opportunity to increase your earnings, to earn more money, a new income stream. I'm liking where this is going. And here we have, okay, we have the 2 of Pentacles. So carrying on with what we have there is the 2 of Pentacles. And the 2 of Pentacles is such a beautiful card because, I mean, we can see we've got the earth here. There's a whole lot of butterflies surrounding it. We have, I'm going to call it the moon. And then there's a little bee. I don't know if you're going to be able to see the little bee across the top there. And we have these pillars of light on either side. The message of the 2 of Pentacles is telling you about balance. Okay, the message of the 2 of Pentacles is saying that, you know, we have all this new abundance, we have all this new money that's coming through. But what is important and what we need to do is we need to make sure that we have constant balance. So you have a goal, you will receive a gift, there will be a blessing that will come your way that's going to bring an opportunity for new income, for new opportunities to either get, to make, or to receive new opportunities. But when it happens, make sure that you keep balance. So in other words, you know, sometimes if you suddenly come into an amount of money, you know, we don't always have a plan. We don't always have a strategy. And sometimes we can be a little bit careless with how we navigate and operate. So with the opportunities, the gifts and the opportunities that are coming your way to allow you to get to your target, don't be too quick to spend, careful thinking, make sure that you've got balance and make sure that you are working towards the target. All right. So that's a really good message. I quite like that. So what I'm going to do now, I had some fun this week and I created myself a new divination system using craft bottle tops. Okay. So it's just a craft bottle top. And on the other end, I stuck on a picture, and the picture has an interpretation. The picture has a meaning, and basically there are 56 of them, I think, in here. So I'm going to shuffle and grab a couple. So this system is almost the same as, you know, the charms that I do. It's the same as the tarot. It's the same as the runes. There's so many different divination systems, and they all really do the same thing. It's just different methods. So I am going to give them a shuffle, and I'm going to grab a couple to add to the table. It is a little bit noisy while I'm shuffling, so please bear with the noise, and let's see what we get. Okay, so I'm switching them around. switching them around, and I'm going to try and grab 2. Right, so I have grabbed more than 2. The first one I have is warrior. Okay, so we have warrior, we have jug, and we have harp. Okay, so putting them out here in front of us, let's have a look and let's try and understand the significance and how it ties into the message that we have there. Warrior, what is a warrior? A warrior is courageous, he's strong, he's dedicated, he's determined, he's all of those good things. What a warrior isn't is compassionate and understanding and gentle, okay? So with the situation that you have here, you need to be strong, you need to be courageous, you need to be brave, you need to be all those kind of warrior elements, okay? That's who you need to be. Don't try and be too kind, considerate, caring, compassionate, understanding. Rather be a little bit more driven and focused. And again, I'm going to put him by the target, a goal-oriented person, okay? So we're going to stick our warrior there next to the target. The jug. What does a jug do? A jug contains, holds, keeps, stores liquid, good liquid, okay? Liquid for sustenance, liquid for joy, liquid for pleasure, liquid for necessity, whatever it may be. That's what a jug does. So I'm going to attach the jug by the box because the jug is saying to you that whatever you receive, you need to hold on to. You know, you can't hold your liquid in your hand because if you do that, it's just going to spill and it's going to leak through and you're going to lose it all. You need to contain it. So the opportunity that's going to come your way, actually, I'm going to move him. Sorry, box. I'm going to put the jug here because remember, this was about balance. Remember that? It's saying that the opportunity that's coming your way, don't get too overexcited about the opportunity. You need to keep the balance with it. And I think the best way to balance it is to store it, put it in the jug. And here, the harp. So the harp, to me, the harp represents, I want to say, tranquil, serene. Serene is the word I was looking for. Peace, it's quiet, it's in the background, you know, it's just beautiful background noise that just calms and soothes the heart and the soul. It's all about being in the now, being in the moment, you know, not being too focused on it. I mean, let's be honest, if you have somebody playing the harp, we're not really going to sit and watch them. It's not like you're at a rock concert and watching them hit the drums and strum the guitars, like exciting. You know, it's too tranquil, it's calm, it's all of those kind of things. And I think that's what you need to be. So I think through this whole process of whatever's happening here, you need to remain calm because that is how I interpret the harp. The harp is all about calm and serenity. So throughout all of this, as much as we're telling you here with the warrior, be strong, be courageous, be brave, be all of those things, but be calm. Don't be too enthusiastic. And that goes back to this card. When this opportunity comes, when the gift comes, when the opportunity comes, don't be too over enthusiastic to go and spend, to go and buy, to go and achieve, to go and do whatever it is. You know, be calm, think about it, put it away for a minute, think about it, pause, reflect before, because remember, we need to be working towards the target before you act on it. But there's definitely opportunities between these two, opportunities that are coming that are going to be absolutely great for you. So friends, those of you who chose bundle number 3, I do hope that is a good message for you. I do hope that there was something there that you can resonate with, something there that makes sense to you, that talks to you and gives you guidance, hope and inspiration for your future. Until next week, Friday, when we do it again, with love and blessings. Bye-bye.